everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyle. This is Kontour by Kyle, and today's tutorial is actually a recreation of a look from Selena Gomez. I found this picture scrolling through Pinterest, and I just loved the severity of the shadow and the gold, and I just thought it was awesome. The palette I used today was my Urban Decay Naked palette, the original Naked palette. I think this is one of the first palettes I ever owned. And it just has some great colors for this look. Half Baked, which is one of my all-time favorite shades, is the gold color that is all over the lid. And then Creep is the black shadow. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and we will get started on this Selena Gomez inspired tutorial. So first, to prime my eyes, I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the original shade, and I'm just putting this all over my lid up to my brow bone. Then I'm going to the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm taking the shade Virgin with my Morphe E57 brush just to set it. And then I'm going into Naked, which is a matte, really light, like tan, sandy color, with that same Morphe brush, and I'm just buffing this into my crease, starting the transition shade. And then I'm going to take the shade Buck, which is also a matte shade in the palette. It's a little bit darker, and doing the exact same thing, just layering it on top to make a darker transition shade. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX Treasury Gel Pencil Liner in the shade Pitch Black, and I'm just going to start outlining that severe outer V that Selena has. This just builds a foundation, and it helps to make the shadow a little bit blacker. So now I'm going to add on top of it the shadow Creep in the Urban Decay Naked palette, and for that I'm using my Morphe M510 brush. I really like this brush because it's really precise, and you can really get into those lines and start smudging it out. This process definitely takes a lot longer because it's just going back in and keep smudging out the liner with the shadow and making sure you're maintaining that nice shape on the outer eye. To further smudge this shadow, I'm taking my Morphe E56 brush, which is just this little pencil brush, and again I'm just going back and forth smudging it out, making sure it all gets nice and blended. Next, I'm taking the shade Half Baked, which is this beautiful shimmery gold in the palette, and I'm just taking this really small shader brush, and I'm just going to start packing that all over my lid, working my way into the middle of that V. And then I'm just going to go back and forth with my Morphe E36 brush and the gold, just kind of layering it on top of each other and making sure it's blended out, making sure there's no harsh edges. And then I'm also going to take a fluffier crease brush just to continue to blend upwards right above the crease. Next, I'm just curling my top lashes and adding a nice layer of my Kiko Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara. I love this mascara. It does just what it says. It builds up that volume. It just makes your lashes look absolutely gorgeous, and it's really inexpensive. To highlight my brow bone, I'm just going in with a fluffy pencil brush, and I'm just taking that shade Virgin and just buffing that into my brow bone. And then for foundation, I'm taking my Naked Skin by Urban Decay, and I'm in the shade 1.0. I'm just dotting this all over my face, and then I'm going to be adding my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, as always, to my makeup brush set oval brush, and just buffing that into the skin. Next up for concealer, I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm in the shade Very Fair, and I'm just putting this underneath my eyes, in between my eyebrows, down the center of my nose, on the sides of my nose where I have some problem spots, and on my chin. And then I'm just buffing this into the skin using my Real Techniques complexion sponge, and don't mind me, I'm just watching Gilmore Girls as always. Next, to set everywhere I just concealed, I'm using my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrushed Silk Pressed Finishing Powder, and I'm using this with my Morphe E53 brush, just packing that everywhere where I put concealer. Next, to bronze up my skin, I'm using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer with my Morphe E59 brush, and this stuff smells like pina colada. I love it. And I'm just taking this in the hollows of my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and then down my neck to make sure everything matches. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face using my Milani face powder and my Wet n Wild powder brush. And in the powder, I'm in the shade 02 Light Medium. I love this powder. It gives just a really flawless airbrushed finish. And then for blush, I'm just using this really light pink e.l.f. blush. It's in the shade Innocence, and it just gives a really nice blushed tone to your cheeks. And then to give more of a natural glow, I'm using my Tarte Amazonian Clay Exposed Highlighter with my Morphe M510 brush, and then I'm going back into the Urban Decay Naked palette with a pencil brush, and I'm just buffing the shade Creep onto my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to waterline using my NYX Jolie Gel Black Liner, and then I'm going back into Half Baked on that tiny shader brush and just putting that on the inner fourth of my lower lash line and on my inner corner. And then for lips, I'm using my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Istanbul. I really like how just a perfect Barbie pink this is. And then since in the picture she does have a little bit of shine on her lips, I'm going to top this off with the Wet n Wild MegaSlicks Lip Gloss. This is just a clear lip gloss that I like to use to put on top of any shade that I'm putting on my lips to give it a little shine. And that completes this video. I hope you like it. Be sure to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video.